Modern Direct Seller and Oh My Hi. Welcome to another Make Money Monday. I'm live every Monday, 9 a.m. Pacific, noon Eastern, across all of our social channels. So we're on YouTube, on LinkedIn, on Facebook, and I'm sharing with you a money-making tip to help you grow your direct sales biz faster. So as you're popping in, say hello. Let me know what companies are in the house today, what brands, what companies. I'd love to hear. I'd also love to hear what mamas we have in the house. I hope everyone had a lovely time celebrating Mother's Day yesterday. So as you're tuning in, definitely say hi. It is such a joy to see who is here and hanging out with us. And today we're talking about referrals. So if this is a topic that you know your biz besties need to hear, your team needs to hear, definitely click that share button and so they can take a listen to today's episode. And we got a deep dive on referrals actually coming to the podcast tomorrow. So if you love hearing a little bit about referrals and getting a taste of it here on Make Money Monday, definitely tune into the podcast tomorrow because we are unpacking all the things in that episode of the Modern Direct Seller podcast. All right, so let's talk a little bit about it. I got to share with you, I pulled some data actually that I think is kind of fun to think about. So we actually know that 92% of people trust a recommendation from a friend versus like 36% trust a recommendation from a paid ad. So we know that people referring people is the way to go. And fortunately, this is built in to the direct selling model. So if you're a social seller out there, you know how important it is to build relationships and connect with people and be genuine and authentic and learn more about people and solve problems for people. And you can do all of that with word of mouth referrals. So here's the stat that really stood out to me because we all know referrals are great. We would love all the incoming referrals, like give them all to me. I mean, we do this in our own business. I'm like, you love Oh My Hi? Please refer a friend. We will even share with you a little bit of an affiliate commission for sharing that. Or you love the academy and you're telling your friend, you're same thing. We're going to hook you up with a little bit of a referral bonus. So we know how important referrals are, right? And that we know people trust them. But here's what the data says, that 83% of your customers are actually willing to refer you. That's a pretty high stat, right? And I bet it would even be higher if we just segmented out direct sales out of the whole retail market. So 83% of your customers say that they are willing to refer you, but only 29% actually do. That's kind of a weird one when you think about it, right? So 83% say that they're willing to refer, but only 29% are actually referring. Like that's a pretty large gap. So people want to and are willing to, but they don't actually do it. So for me, I'm like, what's the disconnect there? Like, why aren't people actually following through with those referrals? And I think it comes down, honestly, to the fact that people are busy. It is May-cember. I don't know about you guys, but life is wild and crazy. I'm not sure Mother's Day should fall in May, honestly. Like, come on, it's May-cember. We're already all tapped out. We have all the end of the year activities. We have so much going on. And I think that's really it. That's the reason why people don't refer you is because they're one, really busy, but two, it's not top of mind for them, right? It's never their priority to wake up that day and think, oh, who can I refer to my direct selling friend? So if we want to make sure that we're closing that gap between the people that say they want to refer you and the people that actually do it, we got to make it really easy for them, right? We got to make it super, super like crazy, stupid easy for them to refer you. They have to know how to refer you. They have to know if there's an incentive in it for them to refer someone to you. So oftentimes we're like, we love referrals, but we don't really get into the nitty gritty of how to send a referral or how to make that easy. So I'd love for you to take some time, sometime here in May, in the middle of May-cember when things are wild and crazy, and think about, how you can make it really easy for your customers to refer others to you. So what I mean by that is thinking about who those people are, right? We know, yes, so 83% of your customers are willing to do it, but you probably know that there's certain customers within your customer base that just have a really solid social network. Like they are the go-to people. They're the connectors. They're the people that everyone goes to asking for a recommendation for this or that anyway. They know about the hottest restaurant. They know about the newest trend. Those are the kind of people that you really, really want to align with because they're the trusted source for their friends. So think of maybe 3, 4, 5 people that are in your customer base that are those kind of super connected people. Let's lean into them first. Next, let's think about what referring business actually looks like in practice. Is that them sending you a text with that person's contact information? Is that them sharing your contact information with someone or having a place to send them? So we talk a lot about having a hub for all your information. If you're sending somebody to your corporate website, it looks just like everyone else and nobody gets a good feel for you, right? If you have an Oh My Hi site or a website on another platform, you can share a little bit more of your personality and who you are and what you're all about. And it gives people a better vibe for like, oh, this is somebody I'd want to do business with. Some of our Oh My Hi students are actually creating referral pages within their website so people can go to that page, they can type in the person's information and send that referral, okay, that's a new lead, directly to them. How smart is that, right? So having a system in place to make it easy for people to refer business to you is huge. And then, of course, we have to promote it, right? People aren't going to do it unless we're talking about it. We're reminding them. It could be in the footer of the emails you're sending out. It could be a post in your stories once a week. Hey, I know you love this. If you know somebody else that loves this too, drop their name below. I have something special for them. I have a sample for them. I'd love to take good care of them. Like you can come up with that next step. I'd love to send them a catalog. But we want to make sure that we're promoting it and we're talking about how that is one of the easiest and best ways you could support my small business is a referral, right? So think about how you're weaving that into your marketing plan as well. So of course, we need to know who these people are. We need to have a clear system for them to tap into. I send a text. I fill out a form. I send them to your website, whatever that might be, that their next step is to refer you business. And then we got to market it and we got to promote it and keep it front and center. The other strategy that I feel like when we're talking about referrals, we just have to kind of mention is kind of an invite a friend strategy, right? I'd love for you to think about, what kind of events you're doing where somebody could bring a friend along. Can they bring their sister? Can they bring their bestie? Can they bring their mom? Can they bring somebody with them to introduce your business? So maybe they're not your go-to to host a party or a pop-up or an experience with you, but maybe they are that person that's like, oh yeah, everything's more fun with friends. I'll bring somebody along with me. So we want to open that door and encourage it. People aren't going to just show up with extra people unless we say, oh, by the way, why don't you bring a friend along? I love what I heard the other day from one of our students saying that she says, why don't you bring a friend or 3 over to this event? Oh, brilliant. I love that. Not just 1 or 2, 1 or maybe 3. Bring a friend along. We would love for them to come along as well. The other thing I heard the other day from one of our VIP students was that she looked back at her business over the last 6 months and 90% of that business, she said, came from referrals. It was somebody that she met and then they shared her information with somebody else. How amazing would that be to have that built into your business if you have referrals coming in on the regular? So you can bet she's promoting it. She's encouraging people. Hey, you want to bring somebody along? Hey, you want to host your own and bring a couple people? A referral program really isn't that much different than hosting a party. And we all know that maybe the appeal of saying yes to a party right now is slower than it has been. So how can you lean into referrals as code word for a party? If somebody's referring 3, 4, 5 people, that's a party, right? Me plus 2, you plus 2 is a party. So think about how you can maybe tap into your host reward program if you have that available to you to incentivize people to refer others, or maybe there's a simple referral gift that you offer people that refer you business. I mean, maybe that's a simple $5 Starbucks card. Maybe that's some branded swag that you got at your last conference that you have sitting around. Maybe that's a freebie product that you were gifted that you can pass on to a referral partner. So think about who those super connectors are, how you're going to incentivize them, have a clear system in place on how you take those referrals, and then market that program. So I am really excited to see you guys get referrals running for you. This is super perfect during slower seasons. We're moving into summer. We know sometimes summer can be really busy, really crazy for people. So having a referral system in place that's fueling your business in the background is gold. So with that said, before we wrap up, I wanted to mention that we have a workshop happening tomorrow where we are actually giving away a free website. So as I talked about creating that web page for referrals or having a hub to send people to, if you're sending people to social, you are missing the boat. If you're sending them to a link tree, you're missing the boat. We want to capture people's contact information, get those new leads into our system, and have a hub that really represents your personal brand. So I'm going to teach you exactly how to do that tomorrow at our workshop on why every social seller needs a website. And we're giving a website away. How incredible is that? I'd love to gift it to one of you. So I will link to that in the caption above. We'd love for you to join us and be our guest for our workshop, which is happening tomorrow, May 12th at 9 a.m. Pacific, noon Eastern. So I look forward to seeing all of you there. And I can't wait to hear how you are leveraging referrals in your business. If this got your wheels turning, click that share button. And then don't forget to tune into the podcast tomorrow because we are really doing a deep dive on referral programs and I'm revealing everything involved in our referral palooza strategy, which is one of the strategies inside Party Like It's 2026. So if you're looking for a way to up your referral game, Referral Palooza might just be your ticket. So with that said, I'll see you guys back here next Monday, same time,